Good morning, bună dimineața. Welcome back to my channel.
For 2024, instead of doing the traditional vision board where you put together all of the things you want to accomplish in the next year, I wanted to actually take a look back at the last year and put things on my reverse vision board that brought me joy and so much gratitude over the last year. I think it can be really easy, especially with the new year coming, to skip over being blessed and grateful for things that have happened to us because we're constantly flooded with moving forward. Something I've been super passionate about for the last 10 years of my life is gratitude. I think gratitude is such a huge piece of who we are as people. And when we really tap into that, I think that magical things can happen in our lives. I've seen the transformation in my life using gratitude to really change the pathways in my brain to be a more positive thinker. I used to really struggle with pessimism. Now I feel like I have fully come to a place where I really embrace the positivity and I lead my life with positivity versus always looking for the bad first. Now, this doesn't mean that we always leave out the bad and nothing bad is ever going to happen, but our brains don't know the difference between truth and a lie. So whatever we're feeding it and whatever we're telling it, our brains are going to believe, which is so fascinating to me. There are studies done actually showing that practicing gratitude can help improve sleep, mood, immunity, depression, anxiety, and also decrease the risk of chronic pain and illnesses. Our brains are honestly incredible, and what they're capable of providing to our bodies is beyond, I think, what the average person taps into on a daily basis. There is a little spiel about why I think gratitude is so important. Okay, so I'm gonna move over so that I can add the vision board over here on the left, and you can kind of see as I'm talking through things, so there will be room on the screen. The first thing that I want to add to my reverse vision board is being grateful and thankful for my husband. Honestly, the support, love, kindness, and care that he shows me is so hard to even put into words. And it's honestly crazy to think that we've been together for 13 years, which is half of my life. It's so incredible to have a partner that's been with me through every season of life since I was 14 years old. Okay, I'm feeling a little emotional. So let's see if I can finish this part without crying. Experiencing every season of life and every change together, and just knowing that we're going to be there for each other and be each other's rock. It's honestly such an amazing thing. And so I am definitely thankful for my husband. He's going to go at the very, very top of my list. Major thing that I am so grateful for is the opportunity to live abroad in Cluj-Napoca, Romania. I'm sure you know by now. That opportunity was absolutely life-changing. There is nothing ever that you could compare to moving abroad and just experiencing a different culture, something so outside of yourself. You really learn so much about yourself. It was the best year of our lives. It was just incredible. Highly recommend if you ever get a chance to move abroad, take the leap of faith and just do it because you will not regret it. Okay, this is so much fun because I actually, going back through my calendar, forgot some things that happened this year. So in May of 2023, my parents actually flew to Europe. They visited my husband and I in Romania for a few days, and then I actually flew to Rome and Edinburgh, Scotland with my parents. This was their first time ever being out of the country. It was such a fun trip. Oh my gosh, it's crazy looking back on this. One thing that made their trip to Romania so special was that it actually was during my birthday. Then we packed up, flew to Rome. Having been to Rome before myself and also Scotland, it was really cool to watch my parents experiencing Europe for the first time because pictures will never do it justice to the real thing in real life. And just watching their eyes light up at everything that we saw and just experiencing the different cultures and the different foods was so, so much fun. I am definitely adding that to my reverse vision board. Another thing that I actually am really grateful for, I re-engaged with my BetterHelp therapy account. I had done a free trial years ago, and since we were abroad, I was struggling with a little bit of just feeling lonely, processing my thoughts and feelings, and there was just a little bit going on internally that I wanted to work through. So I went back to therapy. I think it's just really helpful to be able to talk to somebody and get out some of those heavy, deep thoughts. So I am thankful that I was able to do that for, I think I did that for 6 months. Another huge thing that I am so thankful for is once we had confirmation that we were moving back home to the US, I really, really wanted to be back in the States before the 4th of July because that is my favorite holiday. I am so thankful that it ended up working out for us to get back to the US before July 4th, and it honestly almost didn't happen. It all ended up working out, and we were able to barely, it was like in the nick of time. The next thing on my reverse vision board is moving into our apartment. We found the perfect location. There's so many things to walk to. I love being surrounded by the trees and the nature here in North Carolina. The summers are incredibly beautiful. They are so warm. They are very warm, very, very warm. But honestly, I am grateful because that means that the winters are really warm, which the winter here has been extremely mild. It has been chilly, but nothing like Kansas City. They've already had snow a couple of times, and we've had no snow here at all. It hasn't even really gotten cold enough to get snow, thankfully. So I am definitely thankful that we chose to move to North Carolina. Another thing I'm really grateful for is that I actually got monetized on YouTube last year, which is so crazy to think. I started this channel just to kind of document what we were going through because I had no idea what it was like to move abroad. So the fact that there are so many of you here on this journey supporting me and going through life with me is such a cool experience, and I'm grateful for all of you. In August, we actually went to Alabama to meet our newest little nephew, which was the sweetest trip ever. It was such a beautiful and sweet trip. I was just so excited. I was in awe of him, just like staring at him while he was sleeping because it was just so cute. It made me so excited to have kids of our own. And little did I know, in August, during that trip to Alabama, I was actually a couple of weeks pregnant, which is so crazy to look back on now because I had no idea. I literally had no idea. But I'm so thankful for that trip and getting to spend time with Dakota's side of the family and meeting the newest little baby. I think my favorite memory of the whole entire year was finding out that I am pregnant. The whole entire thing is just so, so surreal. Even though I'm almost in my third trimester, it is still so surreal to me that I'm actually pregnant. Sometimes I don't even feel like I am till I look down and see my huge belly or I feel his little feet fluttering. It has been my favorite memory, definitely, of 2023. Something I want to plaster all over my reverse vision board. Another thing I want to add to my reverse vision board is when we actually announced the pregnancy to our family. Those were such fun phone calls, honestly. Nobody was expecting it. We did a pumpkin announcement. We actually called our family to see who won the pumpkin carving contest between Dakota and I. So it was the perfect plan and everything unfolded so amazingly. So right after we did the announcement, my parents actually came in town to North Carolina in November. We got to spend a few days with them at the beach, which was so precious to have that one-on-one time with them right after we had announced our pregnancy. To round off the year, we end with a surprise gender reveal in December. Dakota's mom and dad actually came into North Carolina and planned a surprise gender reveal for us, which was such a cool way to find out. We had no idea what was planned or how we were going to find out. Getting to experience finding out the gender of our very first baby was something I will never forget. The last thing that we did in 2024 was spend Christmas with Dakota's family. This has been something we've honestly done since we started dating in high school. So having all of his side of the family together again was really special for Christmas. I know that this is a little bit of a different way to do a vision board, but like I said, gratitude goes such a long way. And there's so many things that we can be thankful for. We get to choose if we see life through a pessimistic view or an optimistic view. There's literally an endless list of things that we can be grateful for. And it's so easy to overlook those little tiny things because we feel like we have to make gratitude this big, huge thing. And it honestly starts with the small stuff. If you end up doing a reverse vision board in inspiration of this video, please let me know down below. Also, let me know what was your favorite memory from 2024. I would love to know, and I try to reply to every single comment. I cannot wait to connect with you guys. Thank you so much for experiencing life, learning, and growing with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!